So a quick review, I've gone on to Lightbot. So you've got iOS, Android and the online version should I say. I'm just going to use this one quickly, I'm just going to pop on the Adobe. So this is Lightbot RF Code, a really good place to start and the kids absolutely love this. An app that you can get for free, very progressive, and will challenge the children to think and debug. So you get your main menu, so you've got your basics, your procedures and your loops, and you get a lovely link to other apps that you can use through RF Code, and a little certificate at the end to say that you've achieved it. So first part we're just going to go on to, I'm just going to show you. The lovely thing about this is a lot of the commands come up on the screen there, as you can see, as you go through. It starts introducing new parts of the algorithm you might want to include. So we've got this little robot here. He needs to move along the track until he gets to the blue box, and then we need to light it up. So get the children to work. So I'm just going to go up here and press play. You can slow it down over here as well, so you can be at half speed. When the children need to start putting the commands in, put them in bit by bit, so it's decomposition, breaking it down into the parts that you need in order to get to the goal. So I'm just going to pop that in and have a look at what happens. He's turned the wrong way, so we're going to pull it out and we're going to replace it with the next command. The children will then start to think, well, they're getting used to what happens next. So you might find that the children start to figure out what comes next and put more of the algorithm in one go. So the last part is forward, and I'm going to make sure that he lights that up, so I'm just going to put that on. Got it. So that's level 2. As you go on, you'll get new commands. For example, here now we've got to use a jump command to move up a level or down a level. For level 4, you've then got a very limited dialog box here, so you're going to have to think about the route in order to get across to here that's the quickest. So the children might have to do a bit of debugging. For example, do I need to walk all the way across to here to then jump across here? Would it make a difference if I zigzag? So the children need to start developing the algorithm. As you go through and the children get a little bit more confident, I'd be using this definitely in Key Stage 2 from Year 3, but Year 2 children probably can do this as well. I know children that do this quite easily, but it depends on how much prior experience they've had of using the robots, looking through the robot size, turns, how far forward to make it travel. So we start looking for repetition, some kind of pattern work, so I need to start looking carefully at what's being repeated. So we look through forward, 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 light bulb, forward, 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 light bulb. So we've got a little program. I'm going to do the first part, forward, 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 light bulb, and I'm going to press play. But then I can repeat this instruction here and I can repeat the instruction here. So therefore I'm going to ask the children to say, well, instead of writing this out again, I'm just going to call that program 1, program 1, program 1. So I'm going to put that in there and I'm going to drag this down. And this is my new program. And I'm going to press play. Right, so now I need to get him to turn. So I think I'm going to ask him to turn in here. Sometimes you might have the turns within the program, sometimes you might not. I'm going to get him to run the program again, forward, forward and turn. Perfect, and then I'll know one more time that he needs to do that to get along. As you look through this procedure, some of them do get quite hairy and they do challenge the children. So do spend some time. You might get children that spend a lot of time on that, and then you move on to your loops. So for example, we're looking for something that can be repeated. So we know he's going to move forward, light bulb, forward, light bulb, forward, but he's going to do it continuously till he gets to the end. So I know my procedure is going to be a forward and a light bulb. But because he's going to do it again and again and again, I'm going to put that P1 in there. So go through, do P1 again, through, do P1 again, through, do P1 again. And I'm going to ask to run all of program 1. This is a really good free app to get started with, and the children will really love this. You can link this to Lego in the classroom, you can make mats, you can think about where he needs to get to, what he needs to collect. Can he collect just the yellow multi-link bricks? Can he collect the blue multi-link bricks? So you really need to think carefully about how to build in strategies to help children with this, because some children can see it on the computer and other children need that additional support.